a brand new decade, time really does fly. Stronger bosses and stronger equipment, we'll really have to try. 24 full years of questing, making dead we've never been. RuneScape 3 Hardcore Ultimate Ironman, questing through 2010. Welcome back to May 25th, 2010. Black Salamander, 91 Hunter. Well, that is Kingly Impling, I think those exist. Starved Ancient Effigy, Black Sopwith Moths, not yet, I don't think. We're really getting to the point where some things exist and some things don't. Or whatever. What also exists is this clown hat I got from the circus. Trying to get the Ringmaster set by doing only the level 99 range activities during the circus, since I don't need more range XP. But if we fail to get enough points, we get a piece of the clown set for right now. Can just destroy this and be stored safely at the circus. Well, that's something else. More Hunter for now. And here is level 92 Hunter. Halfway there. Oh, 99s. My goodness. Pick up a lot of these. Not that we really specifically need them, but still. Release that. Level up we get later enriched fungal spores. Level's definitely taking a little bit longer in the 90s. Honestly, this is not exactly a slow skill, especially with all the later changes. Hunter, it's working. Do have a goal in mind. We'll see when we get it, but for now, we've got some updates. But first, let's get out of the wilderness. Not that it's like dangerous there at all now with the changes, but we're just not going to worry about that. We've got updates to worry about instead. On May 26th, 2010, RuneScape Classic open for new accounts for 2 weeks again. Members only, you retain access after the 2 weeks if you log in, until the RuneScape Classic servers are shut down later. On May 27th, 2010, patch notes. Fix the Elemental Workshop 3 diagram, which is going to be great for people trying to figure out how that puzzle works. Increase the drop rate of the black two-handed sword from somewhere. More strange rocks from various Hunter activities. And the Bone Crusher also works during Hunter. Get a Bone Crusher later. That'll be nice. That's from Dungeoneering. Also got Castle Wars improvements. Specifically, a whole bunch of new stuff in the shop you can use in the game and outside of the game. Like a ballista and ballista bolts and potions for in the game. We got halos that decrease prayer drain of offensive prayers, maybe or maybe not. Faithful Shield has a prayer bonus. Prestige capes for up to 5,000 games of Castle Wars. And while you're playing those 5,000 games, you get a whole bunch more tickets to buy the Profound set of equipment, which is wildly, ludicrously expensive. The Castle Wars sets also get bonuses in Castle Wars. More damage and take less damage and do more damage to things and don't get hit by the catapults or ballistas. It's still not very good armor though, so probably not too useful. Go and get your ballistas, set up with the new ballistas platforms. The catapults have been improved. Take 5 options from the boxes. High scores. Just a whole bunch of stuff. Yeah. And the armor itself looks relatively fancy. Much more fancy than the starter, actually accessible Castle Wars armors. So that's a whole thing. Castle Wars. For a long time. Anyways. On May 28th, 2010, the Triumvirate Realm vs. Realm PvP World Fights 27 battles on 3 PvP worlds in 3 time zones over the course of 3 days. It's a lot for a tournament here. Gotta defend your team's areas on the PvP worlds. Wild stuff. And a Dungeoneering blog on future updates. Batch 2 coming along soon. But before that, we're adding some other things, like class rings and construction and surface dungeons. We'll get to that when we get to that. On June 1st, 2010, the Triumvirate Castle Wars Challenge for this weekend. 27 Castle Wars battles, 3 worlds, 3 time zones. Just a lot of Castle Wars. To make use of all this new Castle Wars stuff. How fun. And also got the International Fight Nights result. The winners for first was Poland, second Belgium, Finland got third. 7,000 participants, 12 communities. Fun stuff. On June 2nd, 2010, a video Q&A with the content team. Got more content coming up. Gonna be content. On June 3rd, 2010, forum maintenance, which mostly came down to removing the members 1400 plus total level community section for some reason. There's other community sections until the forums are gone. Also, somebody won the May big ticket prize draw, so that's good. And the clan submissions blog, focusing on the upcoming Jagex Clan Cup. Lots of stuff for clans and events and things. On June 4th, 2010, reintroduction of behind the scenes. It's been going for a little bit. Now they actually have an idea that they're going to be able to successfully have the things for the month and just want to more communication and all that. This is the June 2010 behind the scenes. We got court cases, effigies, start of a new Void Knight quest series that's actually going to be completed quickly. Waypoint markers, Orb of Oculus editions, and even more events and stuff. On June 7th, 2010, Fun Orb Kickabout League World Cup event, 3-stage knockout tournament. The winner gets a football shirt, signed by Pele. So that's fun. It's very relevant. It's a football game. On June 8th, 2010, RuneScape Classic reopening reminder, 1 more week. On June 9th, 2010, Castle Wars Killstreak competition. Whoever kills the most players before dying over the weekend on the 5 themed Castle Wars worlds gets a year of membership and assigned concept art. I'm sure that's going to go perfectly normally and nothing weird will happen. Patch notes. Roof removal in Sears Village now works better. Elemental Workshop 3 and Fairy Tale 3 fixes. Castle Wars Shop now shows the correct prices. Scroll of Life will work when you chop down your farming trees. And removed combo eating of food and Ceridome brews, which comes back at some point, because we did that during the Nomad fight. Got an achievement for it and everything. Wild. Also get drop warnings for expensive items, the correct number of combination runes used for making teletabs, smaller window size options in resizable mode, demo mode no longer available to existing players unless they have a save on their computer. So, if you want to play demo mode, you need to still have it available, I guess. Or just make different saves or use a different something something. At any rate, there's not too much to do in demo mode, so if you were very passionate about demo mode, you're probably maxed there already, so definitely something. For more on the content side for today, over here at the courthouse in Sears Village, there are now more court cases available. Very similar to what we did in King's Ransom, and therefore requiring King's Ransom. You get to do more court cases. You can choose to defend or prosecute, so you get defense or attack experience. Go through the files, get all the info from the NPCs, and then get some other rewards too. The first trial is available for anyone. You have to either defend or prosecute Mugger level 6. And then additional court cases be from court summons, dropped from drops and treasure trails and pickpocketing and fishing caskets. Not this. This is a map. Let's try that now. I don't know if we have these available. Not gonna worry about it too much. There's 5 more currently. More added in September. Complete all the current 5 additional court summons to get a fancy wig like the judges wear. 14-day wait between court cases until 2015, where they also add mystery box rewards for additional bonuses. Also get bad luck mitigation added in 2017, so you can try to get through the court cases a little quicker. Very much a distraction and diversion here. Very infrequent. Probably not going to worry about court cases, though. Would be something to do. Not too worried about it. On June 10th, 2010, the Players Gallery returns. We got the Corporeal Beast, a fishing accident, Moody Warriors, a relaxing vista, and the featured artist of the month wins a month of membership. That's fun. On June 11th, 2010, Jagex News app for iPhones. Get news on RuneScape, FunOrb, and War of Legends. That's another thing. Also has Twitter and YouTube integration. Apps. Wow. On June 14th, 2010, Castle Wars Killstreak competition winner managed to somehow kill 192 people without dying. Free players with at least 500 total level can now post on the forums. Previously it was 1,000 or 5 million XP. You also get the guaranteed content pool for Halloween 2010 reward. Gotta get working on that early enough. On June 15th, 2010, patch notes. Fixed typos in the court cases and made sure you were actually eligible for the rewards. Fixed a dungeoneering puzzle room. Fixed a old bug that gave defense bonus in your 3rd combat stance, even if it wasn't the defense option. Don't even have the 4 combat stances system, evolution to combat, anymore. More combination rune usage corrections. Poison made consistent, and anti-poison totem from dungeoneering works everywhere, which is good. Anti-poison. Orb of Oculus, new functionality. We got Clan Wars Arena, multi-combat besides a small area around the entrance portals. A monkey added to Varroc's sword shop that sells dragon scimitars. The Humidify spell softens clay. And the main update, Ancient Effigies. Get them from monster drops, and better rates from stronger and stronger monsters. For varying definitions of stronger, in certain cases. Requiring level 91, 93, 95, and then 97 in a set of skills. And then at the end, you get a lamp. If you can't open it, you can bring it to Historian Minus at Varroc Museum to get a 5,000 XP lamp, which is a lot less than you would if you could actually open it. In terms of skills we have in the 90s and then upper 90s, we have some. So we might be able to open some levels of some effigies. We definitely have some not quite at that level skills, though. You can use assist system to get some help with it, which is nice. But we can't do that. The drop rates were reduced and capped to only 5 in 2012 because people would find places where they could get just hundreds of effigies, and that'd be the best way to train rune crafting and things because the skill is so slow and it's faster to just get XP lamps. That's not going to be foreshadowing or anything. Yeah. Something that now exists and we can possibly make use of, if only slightly. On June 17th, 2010, International Fight Nights wallpaper download in the wallpaper section. Show off the winning team, which is Poland. On June 18th, 2010, Jagex Clan Cup 2010 registration. You got combat clans, skilling clans, minigame events, all sorts of Clan Cup stuff. On June 21st, 2010, membership cards now available in more places in the US, like 7-Eleven, Casey's, and the Speedway. Total of 20 different stores. Pretty wild. And lastly, on June 24th, 2010, patch notes. No more floating while wearing a trimmed room plate skirt. Sir Pryson's chat head will not be replaced by a cat. Only one Dagonoth mother will spawn during Horror from the Deep. The Camulet can be recharged with dung by using either item on each other. Previously, it only worked one direction. Also have new elemental spell animations with particles and sound effects upgraded. Instead of just being all the same look, now it's like a big rock, a windy wave, water, flaming fireball. Very fancy. Got a smithing anvil in Lumbridge right at the furnace. Very convenient. Easier to obtain hunting supplies from the ruined boat at the penguin hunting area, for everyone that's doing that. You got counters on your friends and ignore lists. Set a marker position or waypoint on the world map. Gives you a hint arrow in that direction. Scrolling zoom focus on the world map. Faster cheese churning and wheels of cheese. Milk sellers near the churning spots if you want to buy some milk and make yourself some cheese wheels. And also the climbing boots fiasco. Get yourself some climbing boots. They give a few strength bonus. Cheap and effective at only 12 coins each. But then, just right now, all the climbing boots that people were buying for 12 GP are now worth 75,000 and High Alch for 45,000. So, if you had a nice big pile of climbing boots, you now have a nice big pile of money instead, for no reason. And that also made it too expensive to be worth using for PvP and stuff. Not that PvP exists, not that the strength bonus mattered, because there's better boots. Anyways, you can still get 12 GP boots that climb, but don't have any bonuses. Not that the current boots have bonus anyways, so whatever. Also, more updates today. Swept Away and Myths of the White Lands are now permanent free-to-play quests. Previously, they were members quests, and previous to that, they were holiday events. So they're just moving around some here. Sheep Shearer and Witch's Potion have been changed to mini-quests now. And their quest points were allocated to Swept Away and Myths of the White Lands to keep all the quest point totals normal. So if you hadn't done them before, you get more from doing the other ones, etc., etc. Also, the rewards changed because they're mini quests or something. We already did all that, though. Not gonna worry about that. And now, a new quest that isn't previously a member's quest or now a mini quest. We get quests. The next one. Quiet Before the Swarm. It's a Void Knight quest, like I said in the behind the scenes. Requires Imp Catcher, Wanted, 35 attack, 42 strength, and did require completing a game of pest control. But it's changed to a just suggestion in 2017. Items required, none. Need to fight some stuff. Should be fine. Starts over in Falador. So we'll head that way. Sir Tiffy here really does have a lot of quests he gives. I would chat to the guy on the bench. Don't sit with him. Hi, Sir Tiffy. Good day, proselyte. Is there anything I can do for you? Talk about Void Knights. Not Ritual of the Mahjong. We're not quite there yet. Or where are we? Where are we there? No, we're not there yet. Any news? Any new jobs for me? Spiffing, you're eager, aren't you? As a matter of fact, I do have a small assignment for you. What do I have to do? Should be straightforward. We've had a few reports of a strange pest-like creature being sighted south of Falador. It's probably nothing. Locals might just have an infestation of large cockroaches. So I have to exterminate some cockroaches. What? No, my lad. I already have some agents in the field following up on reports. But I'd like you to head over to the Void Knight outpost and investigate the possibility of a pest escaping from the island. Quiet before the swarm. Except, well, that seems pretty unlikely, but it shouldn't take too long to verify. Well, that's the spirit. When you get to the outpost, speak to Commodore Matthias. Report back to me here once you have found anything. Yes, sir. To pest control. We got the whole box on the screen telling us where the quest is. Don't need that. Just tells you where to go. Most of the time it's not too difficult to know where to go next, or just the area for the quest. We're kind of past the ancient quests, which were a little bit super vague about what was going on. Should be mostly fine here. Just gonna run down here, past the nothing at all. Got some wizards in a field with nothing at all. Into Port Serum. And over to pest control. Did quite a bit of pest control. We got our full void stuff. It's pretty great. Gonna need to do some more pest control later for other reasons. We'll get to that. Got to see when the spotlight that doesn't exist is on again, so there's actually gonna be people there maybe. Anyways, travel to the new Void Knight outpost. A whole bunch of new stuff. Doesn't quite look as rainy and interesting here, but it's definitely a new island. Speak to Commodore Matthias. Over this way. Commodore Matthias, how's it going? Hi, are you Commodore Matthias? I am. I've been sent here by Sir Tiffy of the Temple Knights. There have been reports of a pest being sighted south of Falador. He wants me to investigate the truth of the sightings. Then why are you here? Shouldn't you be investigating the sightings near Falador? Oh, Sir Tiffy has knights doing that already. He wants me to investigate if the pest may have came from here. I just want to interview the people on the island and see if anybody knows anything. No one under my command would let a pest escape. But go ahead and waste your time investigating. Keeps us on good terms with the Temple Knights. I don't have time to deal with you myself, though. Speak to my second in command, Captain Tyre. He's around here somewhere. Big bloke with floppy hair. Yeah. Somebody around here. Big bloke with floppy hair. That's Knight Diana. Captain Tyre. Captain Tyre? That's me. How can I help you? Commodore Matthias said you could assist me. I'm conducting an investigation regarding reports of a pest on the mainland. Sir Tiffy of the Temple Knights wants me to investigate the possibility of the pest coming from here. An escaped pest. I suppose it would be within the realm of possibility that pests could escape from the islands, but it's highly unlikely. Still, orders are orders. I'd recommend talking to the people on this half of the island first. Someone might have seen something. Why only this half? Surely I should speak to everyone? I find tasks are easier if you break them into smaller parts. Start with this half. I think there are 9 people you should talk to. We'll see how far we get. If you don't find anything, report back to me. We'll take it from there. Alright. 9 people to talk to on this side of the island. I was walking around. What do we got? Deanna, Knight Nicole. We got Mrs. Gord. People behind here. There's Squire Sam, Jessica, Knight Amy, Knight Bernard. A whole bunch of people. Just talking to people. 9 people to talk to. Knight Amy, how's it going? Howdy. I'd like to ask you a few questions. I'm investigating reports of a pest escape on the mainland. Have you seen anyone acting suspiciously? No one's been acting suspiciously. Did my sister Deanna send you to talk to me? I told her I'm fine. If anyone's acting suspiciously, it's her. I was sent by the Temple Knights, not your sister. I just have a few questions. How is Diana acting suspiciously? I don't know, she just is. She keeps pestering me and looking at me when she thinks I don't notice, and she's always talking about money. How she can afford this or that, or how she'll give me a present. I don't want her to buy things for me. I want to buy my own things. Why wouldn't your sister think you're fine? I don't know, I am fine. She says I've been avoiding her and that I've been snappish. Maybe I just don't want to hang out with her. Has anything unusual happened recently? No, nothing unusual at all. Dana claims some of her money went missing. But she has so much, I don't see how she could be sure. That's all, thanks. A little suspicious there. Your sister, Knight Deanna here. People walking behind the buildings is making this difficult. Knight Deanna. Let's see her side of the story. I'd like to ask you a few questions. Investigating reports of Pest escaping to the mainland. Have you seen anyone acting suspiciously? No, not really. I guess my sister Amy has been acting a bit weird. She's been really jumpy lately. And she gets angry when I try to talk to her about it, saying that I'm too nosy. Guess I'm a bit nosy, but she's my sister. I care about her. Does anything happen to make your sister nervous? Well, some of my money went missing last week. I don't see why that would make her nervous. I'm not really too upset about it. How is she acting suspiciously? She snaps in whenever I talk to her, and she always seems to jump when I come into the room. I feel like she's hiding something, but I don't know what. Have you heard about any pests escaping? No, I haven't. The whole purpose here is to stop pests escaping. I think we would have noticed if one had escaped. Do you have access to the pests? Not really. I've only just reached knighthood. I work in the shops when I'm not training. That's all, thanks. So the money's been missing. She's acting suspiciously. It's suspicious situations, but probably not much to do with escaping pests or anything. What else we got here? Maria, Squire Sam. There's a lot of people here. Let's talk to Knight Bernard. Where are you at? Just in the alleyways. How suspicious. Do you have a minute? I'd like to ask you some questions. Sure, I've got time. Have you noticed anyone acting suspiciously lately? Well, my friend Sam always acts suspicious. Well, that's because he's paranoid. More than a little bit obsessed with cake. He's what? He thinks no one knows, but everyone does. He hoards cake and lies about it. He doesn't want to share it with other people. Okay. Anyone else acting strange? Now that you mention it, that girl Jessica's been acting a little weird. She's normally very friendly and talkative, but lately she just talks to herself and looks a little sad. I just figured she got some bad news from home or something. It's probably nothing. How is she acting weird? Well, she's researching pests, but she's been spending a lot more time in her basement than out in the field. What's she doing down there? No idea. I didn't ask, she didn't tell. I don't like to pry. Has she said anything? Not to me. She's been talking to herself a lot, though. Quite a few snatches of it. Something about hoping her friend made it. Not sure what she meant. What do you think she's up to? She's probably doing some delicate experiments or something. I've never really understood her research. Pests should be destroyed. It's simple as that. Have you heard anything about escaping pests? Nope. It'd be pretty difficult to do. As far as I know, they can't swim, so they have to get back on a ship. But who would want to? Pests want to destroy us. It'd be madness to release one. Do you have access to pests? Could you smuggle one out? I'm a void knight. I don't have access to anything except hard work. Swore when I became a knight to kill pests on sight. Do everything in my power to stop the pests from spreading. Yeah, that's all for now, thanks. Got a few different connections there. Talk to Sam. Find him. Remove roofs to make it easier to find people here. His friend Sam, always suspicious. But only in a cake-related situation. It's definitely something. Squire, Terry, Squire Sam. I'm here about your cake situation. That's about the escape pest. Hi. Hi. Can I ask you a few quests? I don't have any cake. What? Oh, you weren't talking about that. But please continue. I'm investigating the escape of a pest on the mainland. Have you noticed anyone eating cake? No, no one's been eating cake, I swear. Right, I'm really not here about cake. I need to know if anyone's been acting suspiciously. They're all acting suspiciously. They all want my cake. I thought I have any cake, I swear. You're not getting any. I'm gonna put that down as a no then. Thanks. Cake suspicious, but not much else. Let's say that's probably fine. I also talked about Jessica. Hi, I'm investigating reports about pests escaping on the mainland. Have you seen anyone acting suspiciously? An escaped pest? Wow, no one's been acting strangely. Well, I haven't been spending much time with everyone else, so I wouldn't really know. The research has been time-consuming. Actually, that Sam guy is pretty weird. Don't talk to him about cake. I wouldn't say he's suspicious, though. Why haven't you been spending time with anyone else? I've been very busy. Much of my work takes place in my basement, so I don't see very many people. In your basement? Don't Void Knights usually work out in the field stopping pests? Oh, I'm not a Void Knight. I'm a mage from the Wizard's Tower, doing research on magic pests used to create portals. Interesting. What's your research about? Studying pests and the portals they create. They're really very advanced creatures. I think with a bit of work, we could stop fighting and make peace. They're pests. They're trying to invade our world and destroy it. I don't see peace on the horizon. You don't know anything about them. They're highly intelligent and can feel emotions. Why is Sam obsessed with cake? I don't know. He's very odd. He apparently wanted to be a Void Knight to stop the pests from getting at his cake. Cat. Heard anything about pests escaping? No. I haven't heard anything like that. Have other people heard that? Well, obviously they have, or I wouldn't be asking. Do you have access to pests? I'm allowed onto the battlefield for research. I've seen them up close, and they're quite impressive creatures. But you don't take part in the battles, you're just observing? That's right. I don't like killing things, pests or otherwise. Thanks. Access to pests on the battlefield, but not much of a warrior. That's something. What else is in here? Is Terry here? There's Terry. Terry Gord. What's up? Hello. I'd like to ask you a few questions. Have you seen anyone acting suspiciously lately? Suspiciously? No one's acting suspicious around here. Did my mother send you to talk to me? She's always trying to spy on me. She drives away all my friends. She accused Raya of breaking her stupid vase. Now, Raya won't even speak to me. Why does your mother spy on you? Because she doesn't want me to have a life. Ever since Dad died fighting the pests, she's been extra protective. Makes me so mad that sometimes I... You what? Nothing, I do nothing. Just hold it in. I know she means well. Why'd you break the vase? I don't know, it was on a rickety old table. Anyone could have knocked it off while innocently just walking by. Anything about pests escaping? No, that'd be the stupidest thing ever. Those pests will destroy us if they get the chance. But do you have access to the pests? No. My mom won't let me be a knight. She's afraid I'll die just like my dad. Okay, thanks. And his mom is also here. Mrs. Gorn. Find them somewhere. 9 people just walking all around. There's Mrs. Gorn. I'm investigating reports of a pest escape on the mainland. Have you seen anyone acting suspiciously? No, I haven't. I've been too busy cleaning up. Someone broke my favorite vase and just left it here. Shattered into a million pieces. My son said he thought he saw someone run out of the house, but does he know who? No. Of course not. I leave my son alone for a few minutes and he lets some hooligan into my house who breaks my nice things. I bet it was Michael's girlfriend, Mariah. She's always stopping by to see my son, and tracking in mud, leaving trash all over the house. She's always getting cagey and suspicious. Must be the guilt. How is Mariah acting suspiciously? Well, she's always sneaking around. She looks embarrassed when I see her, and she's hiding something. I don't like my son hanging out with girls like that. Couldn't your son have broken the vase? My son? Never. I asked him outright if he broke the vase, and he said no. My boy would never lie to me. Have you heard anything about pests escaping? Escaping? Heavens, no. I think I'd faint if one of them escaped. They're vile beasts. Do you have access to pests? Access to them? Dear, they're not exactly something you access. But no, I've never seen one, let alone accessed one. My husband was a void knight and died. I want nothing to do with pests. Thanks. Okay. He's talking about Maria and Michael. Let's find them. Deanna, Amy, Maria. Hi. Hi.
Can I ask you a few questions? Investigating reports of Pest on the mainland. You've seen anyone acting suspiciously? I think my boyfriend's acting weird. He keeps avoiding me. I come to visit him as often as I can, but when I'm here, he ignores me. If it weren't for his friend Terry, I'd die of boredom. How's he acting weird? Well, he's always making excuses for why he can't spend time with me. He has work he's trained to do, or he's too tired. He doesn't seem to be as busy as he is. What do you think your boyfriend's up to? I think he wants to break up with me, but can't work up the nerve to do so. Oh, that'd be horrible. I don't want to break up. I love him. So you don't think he might have been spending his spare time exporting pests from the island to the mainland? I don't know. I thought I knew him, but now I'm not so sure. He's a good person, devoted Void Knight. I don't think he'd do that. What do you and Terry get up to? Nothing. Terry's still living with his mom, so he never does anything if she doesn't give permission first. I just go around to his house to have someone to talk to. It's better than sitting on my own while Michael ignores me. That's all, thanks. Everyone here's got a variety of problems. Night, Michael, where are you at? Or Squire Michael, or whoever. Night, Michael. Hi. Can I ask you some questions? Trying to find out if anyone's been acting suspiciously lately. Depends on how you define suspicious. Does stealing someone's girlfriend count? I'm not sure I understand. I'm working myself to the bone trying to earn enough money for a gift for my girlfriend, Raya. Meanwhile, my best friend Terry is stealing her away from me. I would call that pretty suspicious. Why are you so busy? Working extra hours and training more so I can get a promotion and earn more money. I want to buy Maria a nice gift and ask her to marry me. Well, that seems very nice. What makes you think Terry is involved? Because he's been acting real jumpy every time I see him. Also seen Mariah around his house a couple of times. Is there anything about escaping pests? No, I spent all my time trying to stop them escaping. I'm not fighting pests, I'm training for a promotion. But you do have access to pests and could have smuggled one out. And risked my whole career? What's wrong with you? The Void Knights are here to stop pests invading. Suggesting anything else is just insulting. That's all, thanks. Whoa, I've spoken to everyone. Should go talk to Captain Tire. Oh boy. Y'all got a lot of problems here. Captain Tire. Hi, Captain Tire. Hello, Hardcore Ultimate Ironman Artic. Making progress with your investigation? Spoken to everyone, I think. Well done. That was quite a task. Why don't you tell me what you've found out, and we can decide if any of it's worth following up on. Summarize everything you've heard from the people you've spoken to. Very thoroughly done. I think you may be onto something. I don't want to interfere. You should think about everything you've heard and see if anyone stands out as a likely candidate. It would be someone who has access to the pest and has a motive for wanting to release one. If you think you have a candidate, confront that person and see what they say. They may confirm your suspicions. Then I think you'll be ready to report back to Commodore Matthias. Okay. We got one more obvious candidate for suspiciousness. I'll be able to talk to everyone here and get them to fix all their problems, though. And they got plenty of problems. Let's talk to them. I'm going to ask you a few questions. I'm asking a report of Pest against mainland. See him acting suspiciously. Really, Amy? Maybe you don't care about her. Confront about misdeeds. So we can confront everyone about their misdeeds. Wasn't Diana, this is her sister, Amy. Let's confront Amy about her misdeeds. Let's go through the $1,000,000 again. Confront about misdeeds. I believe you've done something wrong. You've stole money from Diana. Oh my gosh, you won't tell her, will you? I'm going to pay it back. I just got tired of her lording it over me. That's all. Thanks. Do we tell her? We could try to tell her. See if we even have the chat option. We can confront about misdeeds. That's wrong. Still fighting for Diana? No. We can say, find out who broke the vase. Who this game is definitely Terry. Terry, where you at? Need to confront you. I know you're here somewhere. Diana, Mrs. Gorn. There's Terry. Terry, what you doing, Terry? Suspicious. Confront. I also have she with Hill's girlfriend. You broke the vase, though. You broke your mother's vase. No, I did not. I think you both know you did. You're angry with her and broke her vase in revenge. It was an accident. I just walked by and the thing fell off the table. Womp womp. I don't know if it really count as cheating with his girlfriend. Anything else? Huh? Right? Heck no. I wouldn't try to date her. She's a snob. Yes, a sister. Do you even have that? Jessica. Confronting. Confront crime. You let Pest escape to the mainland. Dun dun dun. No, I didn't. You have no proof. And escaped is a subjective term. I mean, what if it was more like freeing? I think I'll present my findings to Captain Tyre and see what he thinks. Just. Escaped, freeing, yeah, totally. I confronted Jessica about releasing a pest. Her denial was weak, and I think she knows something, even if she didn't do it herself. Interesting. That was the conclusion I came to as well. Reaction does seem telling. Support this to Commodore. He'll want to investigate this further himself. Hey. Lots of people. Lots of situations. Commodore, I think I've made a breakthrough, and Captain Tyre agrees. Questioned everyone, and the only person who would have access to the pest, and may also have a motive for releasing one, is Jessica the researcher. That harmless girl? I can't believe it. Still, Tyre thinks so too. I guess I'd better speak with her. Jessica? Jessica, please cooperate. Gave you permission to research here on the understanding that if you obey all our rules. If a pest is loose on the mainland, we need all the information we can get. I'm not accusing you of releasing a pest, I simply need to follow up any leads. Hardcore Ultimate Ironman Artic feels you may know something. But I don't, I already told you. You've been very kind to me, and I would never do anything to endanger anyone. Yes, but you don't consider pests as big of a threat as the rest of us. You might have felt letting a pest go free is harmless. That's enough. I'm afraid, Jessica, we must take more drastic measures to find the truth. To be certain, you have nothing to hide. The Void Knights have developed a potion that lets the drinker enter the mind of another person. That's invasive. I don't want someone in my head. I've told you everything. I'm sorry, Jessica, but the danger of the pests on the mainland calls for extraordinary measures. I insist that you do this, else all your research will be confiscated, and you and any other mages from the Wizard's Tower will be banned from these islands. Will you consent? My research is important. I don't want to lose it. I'll consent. Very good. To maintain balance, I want someone unrelated to the Void Knights to enter your mind. They'll be unbiased to your thoughts about pests. Hardcore Ultimate Ironman Artic? Are you willing to enter Jessica's mind and find out the truth? Yep. I'll do it. That's very good, Hardcore Ultimate Ironman Artic. I'm sure that this will all turn out well. Jessica has a good heart, and I'm sure this is all a simple misunderstanding. All I need to do. Drink the potion and focus on the memories you want to access. On entering Jessica's mind, you'll see those memories, able to determine if she did release a pest onto the mainland or not. Karasi, please give some of the potion to Hardcore Ultimate Ironman Artic. We shall begin immediately. Potion! Just drink that potion we've got. Everything's gonna be fine. Everything's gonna be great. That's a memory, alright. Just trying really hard to obscure it. Guess I'll have to unscramble it to figure out what the memory means. Yes. A 3x3 slider puzzle. Slide. Slide. Gotta move around slightly to slide it. Coming off the back of Elemental Workshop 3 with other sliding puzzles. We can't... It's gotta be close enough, which is interesting choice. Exactly right. This one. And this one, the pictures are this way. The outer border here definitely helps quite a bit. So that's nice. Alright. Switch these around. Doesn't quite run us the correct direction. Which is awkward. Slide. Slide. Go this way. Some fashion. Slide. Over to here. Slide some more. All the way around. Slide this one. And the middle piece is the one that's missing. But in total, it's pretty clear to see. A visit Pest. I hope he made it to the mainland okay. He was so weak. Professor Melville said he'd look after him. I'm sure he's fine. Dun dun dun. What'd you find out, Hardcore Ultimate Ironman, Artic? Yeah, I'm sorry, Commodore, but Jessica did release a pest. I unscrambled her memory, saw an image of the pest, and heard her thoughts about it. I think it's conclusive. Impossible? How could she have possibly have done it? I don't know. Only saw an impression of the memory, no details. How did you do it? How could you do it? As living amongst us taught you nothing. I studied in my basement. I taught him to remove himself from the hive mind. Once he managed that, he was his own creature. He could think and feel and wasn't a threat. Living among the Void Knights has taught me that while you may seek balance, you see things only in black and white. You would have killed him. So I smuggled him out. I'm sorry I hurt you, but I don't regret it. It was the right thing to do. Enough. Jessica, I hereby sends you to house arrest on the Void Knight outpost until other arrangements can be made. Your research will be confiscated, and you will be under guard at all times. You don't understand, Commodore. He won't hurt anyone, I promise. He's intelligent and can feel if you just listen. No, I've heard enough. You betrayed the Void Knights, and you have betrayed me. You put us all in risk, and I will not hear your excuses. Karashi, escort Jessica back to her dwellings. Confiscate her research, and have her guarded. Meet me back at HQ and we'll decide what to do next. Commodore, please, just listen. No. Dun dun dun. Hardcore Ultimate Ironman, Artic, I must apologize for not cooperating with you more. I'm grateful for the work you've done on this. Pest loose on the mainland is what we have always fought against. I'm afraid dark times are ahead, and that your work is only beginning. Captain Tyre, please bring the highest ranked knights here. We need to discuss our plans. Yes, sir. An escaped pest. Not really what you want. Here's all the knights. Our worst nightmare is upon us. Pest has made it to the mainland. We need to make a plan of action and act immediately to prevent any further damage the pest may cause. Suggestions? It'll be no easy feat, but I think the best course is to take a contingent to the mainland, track down the beast. There's no telling how far it may have gotten. A small force will minimize panic, and be able to cover ground more quickly. We'll also not leave our post here unmanned. A good suggestion, Tyre. I agree that is the best course of action. What sort of hunting strategies will work best on the mainland? Perhaps we should ask Jessica to track it, sir? She's been studying them, and we may be able to persuade her to help if we promise not to harm it. I think Gothics will forgive such a lie in the aid of killing a pest. No, it's because of her actions we're in this mess. We'll keep her on the outpost until the pest is caught and dealt with. Then I will have the time to consider what we should do with her. Yes, sir. Any other thoughts for tracking the pest? Sir, what about the Voluta? I've heard some of the older knights telling tales of it. So it was able to destroy pests on sight, like squashing a bug with your toe. That'd be a handy weapon to have while hunting the pest. Do you really believe every fairy tale you've heard? The Voluta is just a dream of old Void Knights have, so that one day we may lay down our arms. It's not real. We're not getting anywhere. We'll discuss tracking once we've reached the mainland and can better assess the situation. I'll lead the expedition, as it was my own foolish decision to let outsiders study the pests. Karashi and a select few will accompany me. Captain Tyre, you're in charge while I'm away. Hardcore Ultimate Ironman, Artic, you will go ahead of our landing party and update Sir Tiffy on recent events. Speak to me after this meeting if you have any questions. Seek balance, everyone. Okay. Go update Sir Tiffy. That we can accomplish by going to Valador via House Portal, which is always convenient and always a good time. Valador Portal. Eventually, won't need these portals, but they're still nice to have. The main problem is the 3 inventory space for the house teleports. We could make teletabs if we really cared. That would take more time. Anyways, Sir Tiffy, how's it going? We got immediate problems. Good day, proselyte. Is there anything I can do for you? About the Void Knights. So I've completed my investigation at the Void Knight outpost. Reporting back about pest sightings. Yes, sir. It appears the pest is loose. A small contingent of Void Knights is coming over to hunt it down. I meant to meet them at Port Sarim, but Commander Matthias wanted the support of the Temple Knights. And he will have it. Let's go meet that ship, my lad. You can tell me all the details en route. Alright. Let's go meet that ship. Crushy, what happened? What's wrong? Where's everyone else? You there, do you see what happened, lass? She just appeared out of nowhere. I think it was a teleport of some kind. No ship has arrived with a contingent of Void Knights? No, sir. I've seen no Void Knight ships today. Oh, where am I? What happened? Something is afoot. We must get her out of the open and find out what has happened. Savant, come in, Savant. I'm here, Sir Tiffy. What's going on? Send in Lady Table. I need her to escort someone to HQ. I'll send her in now. Lady Table, please escort Commander Crosby to HQ. Quickly. Yes, Sir Tiffy. Teleports. Hold out. Didn't go as planned. Crosby arrives safely at the Temple Knight HQ. Can I see her? We need to find out what happened. Of course, we're not holding her prisoner. Temple Knight HQ is a secure area. Can't let you in to put everything you're carrying in your bank, old boy. Beans. We're actually prepared for this. We can drop all our stuff. Alk, the Dragon Mace, and the Ring of Life. And the Anna Hatchet? No. Sell the runes, put the money in the kingdom. And we get to go to the Void Knight HQ. Always an inconvenience. Every time. Alright, Sir Tiffy. Got rid of all my things. Void Knights. Let's send it to the queue. Need to find out what happened. Of course, we're not holding a prisoner. Since you're not carrying anything, we can go right now. Well, let's go right now then. Temple Knight, HQ. Hey, Karashi. How's it going? Karashi, what happened? I don't remember. We set sail from the outpost, and then I was on the docks, and you were there. How'd you end up on the docks? I don't know. I wasn't wet, so I guess I didn't swim. I'm not very good at magic, so I couldn't have teleported myself. I just don't remember. It's not good, hardcore ultimate Ironman, Artic. Those memories are locked away, and Questioner won't get them out. That's it. Her memories are locked away, just like Jessica's were. I can go into her mind and unlock them. Then we'll find out what happened. You saw some of that potion, Karashi? I think so. Yes, here it is. Is that the potion you mentioned earlier, hardcore ultimate Ironman, Artic? The one that let you answer someone's head? Yes. Very well. It sounds unorthodox, but we have no other options. Are you ready to go, hardcore ultimate Ironman, Artic? Yep. Let's do it. Great. Useful potion. My goodness. Bridge. Toll booth. Knights. What's going on? Mm-hmm. Yeah, sword. Hello? Greetings. What is going on? Where am I? This isn't like last time. No two brains are alike. Ask and you shall know. What's going on? Something terrible has happened to Karashi, and this memory has been scrambled. You'll have to face several challenges to restore her memories to their rightful places, and learn what happened. Now, what do I need to do? You must help the Void Knights cross the bridge. The bridge is only strong enough for 2 to cross at a time, and Pest threaten those who would cross. You carry the only sword, and whoever crosses must have the sword. The Void Knights are made of memories. The longer that Karashi has known them, the more memories they are made of, and the more they weigh upon the bridge. The toll paid is equal to that of the heaviest memory crossing the bridge. Go over 15, the bridge will collapse, and you'll have to start over. How many memories do I? How much do I weigh in memories? You are a recent memory, so your weight is only equivalent to 1. So use the Void Knights to find out how much each of them weigh. How do I send people back and forth? Ask and you shall receive. My brother keeper sits on the other side, also awaiting requests. Or you can select to cross it by speaking to the Void Knights. Could you be less cryptic? 2 memories may cross the bridge at a time. The heaviest memory contributes to the toll. If the toll goes higher than 15, the bridge will collapse and you'll have to start over. Across the bridge, one person must carry the sword to protect themselves from the pests. That means if you send 2 Void Knights across, one must return with the sword before anyone else can cross. Alright. Talk to the others here. Knight Bernard. My weight in memories is 2. Knight Amy. My weight in memories is 5. Knight Diana. My weight in memories is 8. Okay. 1, 2, 5, 8. Cross the bridge. Total 15. Bridge crossing puzzle. Always a good time. We will cross with Bernard. We got the sword. Run across. Fixed camera position here too, which is interesting. Can I have the sword back? I need the sword back. That costs 2. I let you go. Since I'm across the bridge myself, we take the sword. Need the sword, we'll get attacked by the memory pests. That's no good. Now the toll is at 3. Send both of these 2 over. 5 and 8. Weight of 8 to the toll. And once they get across, we can talk to the toll bridge and get them to come back. Send someone over the bridge. Bernard. He comes back with a weight of 2 all by himself. Need him over there to be a low cost once those other 2 high cost ones are across. And then we cross again. It's a puzzle. If you do it wrong and don't send these guys and don't have someone over there already, quite easy to get over 15. As you have just enough to get here with 15. Successfully gone everyone across the bridge. Perfect. Next. Tolbooth. Greetings. What I need to do? You shepherded the memories here, now you must untangle the memory. Each person remembers a few facts. Listen to what they know, then assign each of them a place on the ship, what they're thinking about, and what they saw. Only then will the truth be revealed. What's going on? Something terrible has happened. Crash's memories have been scrambled. Face several challenges. Yeah. Talk to everybody. Figure out what's going on. By everyone, they mean these 5 here. Here's the ship. Memory ship. Okay. Let's get some information from everyone here. Amy. Let's see the people here. We got Amy. Bernard. Diana, Crossy. And Commodore Matthias. Commodore was thinking about Jessica. He didn't see the shark or seagull. And wasn't in the hold. Count. Once again, assign them something. Bernard. Amy was thinking about her sister while she was working on the rigging. Her sister Diana wasn't in the hold or at the helm. No hold, no helm. So we got thinking, location, and seeing things. Diana. The person thinking about lunch wasn't in the hold. Lunch does not equal hold. Person in the hold saw the pest. Hold equals pest. Karachi. Bernard saw the seaweed. Saw seaweed. While he was at watch in the crow's nest. Crow's nest? He wasn't thinking about a promotion or his sister. No sister, no promotion. And very good. Come on, Matthias. Person on deck was thinking about fighting. Deck equals fighting. Equals she equals seagull. Person saw clouds was at the helm. Clouds equals helm. Okay. information. So we got a few bits of information here. Who was thinking about what? Just on the sister. Not sister, not promotion. Other things. Go with what we do know here. Got the rigging, the crow's nest. Not the hold, not the hold. The last one has to be the hold, which is Karashi. Hold equals saw the pest. Good. Not lunch though. Or lunch is not the hold. Not lunch. Someone's on the deck. They're not on the hold. They're not the helm. So Matthias was at the helm. That just leaves the deck for Diana. She's thinking about fighting. Saw a seagull. A shark. Seaweed, seagull, pest. Clouds. I saw clouds. Two people didn't see something. Didn't see a shark or the seagull. No shark, no seagull. Right, no, there's no seagull. And no shark. So the last one would be clouds. For Matthias. And shark will go to Amy, because that's the last one there. Someone's thinking about lunch, and it wasn't any of those, so it was Bernard. And that gives us sister fighting, lunch, Jessica, Karashi promotion. Oh, that should be everything. With these kind of puzzles, there's always probably enough information if the puzzle's made correctly. Just a nice little grid of information. Amy. I'm Amy. I'm standing nowhere, thinking about nothing. I saw nothing. Assign her to ship position rigging. She's gonna be on the ship. Thinking about sister. And saw a shark. Okay. Assign Bernard. You were at the crow's nest. Thinking about lunch. And saw the seaweed. Assign Diana. You were on the main deck. Thinking about fighting. And you saw a seagull. I see. Karashi. You were in the hold. Saw the pest. So many options here. And we're thinking about a promotion. Pest in the hold. Assign Matthias. You were at the helm. Thinking about Jessica. And you saw the clouds. Okay. What's going on up there? What? Is that a pest? Ah, torching. Slice it with the sword. Very effective. Very good. Let's see what's happening up there. Oh, look at all these pests. Fighting. Everybody's fighting the pests. Everybody's dead. But we're not. We're okay. Where'd everybody go? Commodore, they're all dead. Commodore. Commodore. Mysterious figure. Rossi, get away. Get to shore now. Ah, die. Your turn, girl. Good night. No. Teleport. And we get experience for reliving that combat memory for some reason. Oh my. Everyone's dead. Yes, I remember now. The Commodore. We must carry on. There's a greater threat here than we thought. What happened? There was an attack on the ship. Pest managed to get there somehow. And they killed all the knights. The Commodore was fighting someone. Couldn't make out who. The Commodore was killed. But with his last breath, he teleported Karashi away. That's how we found her at Port Sarum. Somebody doesn't want the Void Knights to find that pest on the mainland. We mustn't act rashly. Karashi, you must return to Void Knight Outpost and inform Captain Commodore Tyre, of what has happened. I don't know if I can face him just yet. Hardcore Ultimate Ironman, Artic, could you do this for me, please? Of course, Karashi. Very well. Karashi, you will stay here and recover. The Temple Knights will quietly begin the hunt for the pest. Right now, this mysterious puppet master thinks he has the upper hand. We must do nothing to suggest otherwise. Oh my. How's Karashi doing, Sir Tiffy? She'll recover, but I think the guilt weighs on her. Not that she is guilty of anything, but she feels like she failed Matthias. You should really go speak to Captain Tyre and inform him of what has occurred. I expect he will become the new Commodore. Oh boy. How you doing, Karashi? I'll be okay. Please speak to Tyre soon, Ironman, Artic. I don't want him to find out from another source what happened to Commodore Matthias. Just leave through the door. We don't have any equipment now. Or runes or teleports or anything. I'll have to go get that back. We can just run to pest control again. That's fine. For getting everything back under control, we home teleport to Lumbridge, went over to Alcarid. Well, no, we don't have any money. We make our way to a fairy ring, which we can now use with no staff. Go up to Miscellanea, get our money, and then we can teleport and go buy runes and things. And a weapon and stuff. This previous time that we came back from not having anything, we didn't even bother to go get an amulet because we didn't need one. Need to be prepared for all the times we lose everything. Especially with dungeoneering now being a thing. Strategy. Competence. Trying to do what we can here. Travel with the squire. Okay. And now, with all those people dead, there's a lot less people over here on this side of the island. Just talked to all of them, and now 4 of them are dead. 3 of the people we're talking to out here, and them in there. Oh boy, I'm tired. Tyre must speak with you. Very well, but you should address me as Captain. Yeah, I'm afraid that may no longer be the case. I have some bad news. Commodore Matthias is dead. He died saving Karashi, so she could report to me and Sir Tiffy what had happened. There was a pest attack aboard the boat, and someone was controlling them. Commodore Matthias was killed. I'm sorry. No, it can't be. How could this have happened? Matthias dead? Thank you for telling me, Hardcore Ultimate Ironman, Artic. I'll work with Sir Tiffy to determine the best course of action. We'll get in touch with you when we're ready. I'd like to thank you for all the help you've shown the Void Knights. Quest complete. 1 quest point, 4,000 attack XP, 4,900 strength XP, Void Knight seal. We can teleport to pest control 8 times with this. We can also talk to everyone else here. Here's Captain Karashi and Commodore Tyre for the next quest or something. We can talk to all the other people here about what has happened. He's dead, he's dead. My Michael is dead. Maybe you should go back to the mainland, see some family, and leave his grave? Never. I'm gonna stay here with him. Bad times for everyone here. Jessica, you're under house arrest. I can't even come and talk to you. Yeah, boy. Tergorn, how's it going? Heard about the landing party. All my friends and the Commodore? Does it make you think twice about wanting to become a Void Knight? Yes and no. I want to become one in honor of their memory. Keep the fight going, but to lose so many. Yep. Yeah, it's a mess. This isn't there. That's just a squire. Who else? Who else is still here? Who else survived? It's just a regular squire. There's Mrs. Gord. I heard about the landing party. All those young people and the Commodore. Guess you're glad he stopped Terry from becoming a knight, huh? Yes, but now he knows a pain that won't leave him for the rest of his life. Maybe I should reconsider. Let him train. It might help take his mind off things. pretty much it. Anybody else still here? Lost both Amy and Diana, so their struggle over money no longer exists. Bernardo's dead. Matthias. Yeah. What a mess. What a mess. Captain Karashi. Commodore Tyra's looking for you. Well, that's gonna be later. This quest series is going to finish up relatively quickly, but not yet. A few other things between those quests, though. And we will see about that next time. Goodbye.